Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your spirit message reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading and clear the energy space, once again, a reminder not to be scammed by anybody in the comment box pretending to be me offering you a reading. This person is not me. They are a scammer. Do not be scammed. With that said, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Scorpio. Spirit message for Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Fantastic. And let's see what your chakra energy has to say for this time. Scorpio. Spirit message for Scorpio, Scorpio. Spirit message for Scorpio, Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. So we have inspiration. This is the sacral chakra. And we have play, which is the heart chakra. That's really nice. It's letting this really beautiful energy just flow through you, being a part of your life, a part of your soul. And it's like a weight lifted off of your heart, which is really, really, really beautiful. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Mother of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you're born on the cusp with Libra, that Libra side is really going to be coming out. If you have an air sign energy in your chart, that's really going to be coming out. All right, we have the High Priestess and Justice, amplifying that Libra energy right here, because Justice, of course, represents Libra in the major arcana. Time frame is September 23rd to October 22nd. And then we have the Father of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Wands is, of course, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So if you're born on the cusp with Sagittarius, or if you have fire sign within your chart, that's coming out very powerfully. Ooh, and I, of course, have 3 here. So we're going to have the overarching one be this one, because that's what Spirit said, which is the 8 of Pentacles. The hard work is paying off. You have the Fool, and you have the 2 of Swords coming forward. Okay. So let's start off with your chakra energy. This is inspiration. So with inspiration coming forward, there is a sense of, wow, there is a sense of, wow, I am getting to have something in my life that I have wanted. There's a new dawn, there's a new way forward, there's a new power of existence that is brightening your day, that is moving you towards your goals. So with the inspiration, with the sacral chakra, this is where we hold a lot of negativity within, from this life, from past lives, from, from our DNA line. And it affects us. It affects us in very powerful, but also maybe not as visible ways. It affects us in our creativity. It also affects us in our sexual expression. And so here, we're looking to have a new dawn, to be inspired, to be able to move forward in the creativity and the sensuality that we want within our lives, which is astoundingly important, right? And there's a sense of discernment as we move towards our goals, as we look at the pain that has been the defining factor of us for just way too long, and saying, okay, you know what? I see something more here. More than just the darkness, there gets to be the light. More than just endless night, there gets to be day. And the same goes for endless day, there gets to be night, there gets to be this balance coming forward. And it brings us to the heart chakra, to letting joy in, to letting play in, to just being able to have fun, laugh, and be and express and just smile. This can be something as as mindful as laughter meditation, where you just sit down and you let yourself starting to laugh, just start to laugh, and you can be like, ha ha ha, you can feel really self-conscious, and then you can let yourself just fall into laughter as children do. And that really starts to raise the energy vibration. Even thinking about it, I get tingles. Like it moves us. It moves us in a way that we hadn't originally thought. And with the play, with the beauty, with the expression, there is a sense of prosperity coming. And this is a gift from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, of the Ace of Pentacles, of wealth, of bounty, of power moving forward, of, planting seeds and watching those seeds grow to be so much more than what you had anticipated. And there's a sense here of really looking at what's desired, what is wanted, what is needed. And the Mother of Swords is this sense of, this is my truth. This is my knowledge. This is my understanding. And in our world right now, we seem to have, this thing with truth where it's subjected. And there needs to be this power of, no, but this is me. This is my power. This is my truth. This is my understanding. This is who I am. And not in a way where we're apologetic about it, but in a way that we stand strongly within ourselves. The Queen of Swords is the warrior queen, okay? She takes no bull from anybody, and she's one of my absolute favorite queens because there's such a strength to her. And people will say coldness. People say, oh, the Queen of Swords, she can be so cold, she can be so unfeeling. It can come across that way because she's departmentalizing things, which is going to be a very important thing during this time, Scorpio. Departmentalize, not have your power leached away, and to stand in your truth. To stand in the truth that forges us, that creates us, that defines us. Because the sword is so powerful. It is the only weapon within the tarot. And as this weapon guides us forward, okay, we live and die by it. We live and die by our minds. Back in ancient times, a sword made a person, and it broke a person, quite literally. It elevated a family into wealth, and it was denied to those who did not have that wealth. A sword took time, effort, tremendous skill to make. And it took time, effort, and tremendous skill to master. And here, when we think about the mind, so often we just think, oh, it's my mind. Like, who cares? But the mind is everything. It defines us so profoundly. They say the window to the soul is the eyes. And the eyes lead us straight to our minds. And it brings us to the High Priestess. This isn't going to be a time where you're just okay with things being quiet and not rocking the boat. The High Priestess is I'm looking at things more deeply. I'm looking at things more honestly. I'm embracing a powerful and profound truth that is mine. I'm lifting the veil from my eyes, and I'm seeing clearly what I desire, what I need, what I want, and who I am. And I'm also able to see people, not just for who they want me to think they are, but for who they truly are. The essence behind them. And this is a time where we can be making really hard decisions. What people do we want in our lives? What people don't we want in our lives? How many chances are we willing to give somebody? How much heartbreak gets to be a part of this? And the high priestess is very quiet, very subtle, very all-knowing, and profound in the conclusions that you come to. This is a time where, at moments, Sagittarius, we will feel spirit whispering in our ear. We will have this insight. We will have such a visceral reaction to things. Like, it's such a powerful gut feel to things. It's like, oh, wow, this is it, isn't it? And it brings us to justice. Because as we see clearly, and we have the repeat of the number 2 here. So the repeat of the number 2 is this sense of collaboration between us and spirit. There's a sense of creativity coming forward, which is why the sacral chakra is going to be so important. If we raise our energy vibration, embracing laughter, embracing play, embracing joy, embracing all those things that seem to get cut off when we become adults, right? We have to be serious. We have to, take up our responsibilities, carry our burdens, and not complain. Well, sometimes that is really hard. And here it's saying it's time to embrace beauty. It's time to embrace art and laughter and joy and passion, because we have justice coming. So as we see beyond the veil, as we embrace our truth, as we awaken spiritually in a way that can be very overwhelming to some, so do be mindful of that, we look at justice. And this isn't the letter of the law of justice, because I think the justice card can get people really confused. Because okay, everything has to be just and orderly and just as it needs to be. But justice is always this discernment, the sense of this is what I will accept and this is what I will not. And here's the thing, each person has their own moral code, their own idea of justice. And this is looking at our moral code and saying, this is what I stand by. This is what's true for me. This is what's important. This is what guides me forward. And that becomes very important during this time, because so often, I know I do it all the time. It's like the 18th million chance. You give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You think, oh, I have to accept everybody because that's the right, nice thing to do. Then we feel drawn. Then we feel overwhelmed. Then we feel like we've lost our voice. This is a time where we stand in our power and say, but this is what I want and this is what I don't. This is what is acceptable to me and this is not what is not. This is my dream and this is my greatest hope. And these are the things that fight against that. And so here, when we embrace our justice, we embrace our truth, and we embrace our power, and we embrace discernment, because discernment is important. And then we move to the Father of Wands. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, there is a sense here of fire, of passion, of determination, of magic coming forward. The Father of Wands is the knower, is the seer, is the one who isn't afraid to roll up his sleeves and say, I'm transforming and I'm working my tush off in order to get there. I'm going after what it is that I want most for my life. I'm going after what it is that is the most powerful, the most beautiful, the most consequential to me. And as I do so, I see things differently. I move differently. I understand my surroundings differently. And it becomes a time with the Seven of Cups, where we start to see our dreams. And the dreams that have been realized, and the dreams that haven't, and what is our truth and what will never be, what we thought we wanted, and wind up we would run the furthest away from it if we could. We start to look at our hopes. And as we grow, our hopes grow with us. As we grow, we grow. Our ideas grow. Our understandings grow. Our way of interacting with this universe grows. And it's looking at our dreams. And it's so interesting because I see this cup falling into the sun, right? And it's like the dream. Here, you have the other dreams held between the balance of night and day. But you have one lone dream falling into the light, falling into the sun. This dream gets to be realized. It gets to be taken out of the shadows. And that's intrinsically important because there's a need to embrace the fool's journey. There's a need to embrace what we desire and what we want, and to be brave enough to say, this is me. This is where I need to be within my life. This is my destiny. The hero's journey is the fool's journey. Everybody thinks the hero is a fool. You know, when you go to slay the dragon, right? The oldest story of this like power and conquest and understanding. You can have it in Gilgamesh, you can have it in the depictions of George and the Dragon. You know, there is a sense here of slaying the monster, of going after what we desire, of braving being turned to stone. You know, what was it? Perseus going after Medusa. Will I be turned to stone? Will I be frozen by my own dream? And is the hubris too big? And that's the dream that's coming to you. And so there's this at your root, there's this sense of, do I take it or do I not? Do I embrace it or don't I? And we have two paths that open up, two roads that become quite clear and have always been quite clear. We can go A or we can go B. We can be this person or we can be this person. And it's always what we see very, very instinctively. However, during this time, as the dream falls forward, as we start being the hero of our tale, right, in a very real and profound way, we start seeing different roads start to splinter off. We start to see different ways start to move us forward, and our hard work, well, it starts to pay off. There starts to be a reason to all of this, and there always has been a reason to all of this, but we're powerfully understanding it now. We're powerfully embracing it. It's like, I have not worked this hard for nothing. I don't get to give up on me now. I'm sorry if you can hear my nephew. It's like the road starts to open, the truth starts to come, and as much as we might want to cry and scream, you know, and get upset about it, it's like, no, this is the dream, and it's falling not so much into our laps, but into our consciousness, into our mind. We have to seize it, and it's a have to here. And Spirit is saying that's the power of this time. It's like that purpose, that fire, that determination. Our subconscious chakra message is inner strength. This is the solar plexus chakra. We're coming out of our shell. We're listening to the root of us. We're listening to the desire of us. And we're saying, this is me. This is who you need to see. And it brings us to the subconscious tarot message, which is the Ace of Swords, a gift that we are absolutely taking, a gift of eternal knowledge, understanding, and truth. Things start to become clearer, piece by piece, step by step. Cutting through the nonsense, cutting through the lies, cutting through the fears, cutting through what we feel is intrinsically unfair, and saying this is the knowledge, and this is the truth, and I don't get to be taken off course by anyone. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy. As we stand at a crossroads, something more profound and more noteworthy than we realize at this time. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio.